All right, welcome back. And we are, what is going on with the graphics here? We are playing some more Magic 2013, or rather the modded version. And I wanted to show you, if you watched the previous videos, I introduced a guy called Harbinger, and who pretty much introduced me to the whole modding thing. And if you want to know more about how I did it and whether or not this is um, like if this is benign or malign or malignant in terms of what does it do for both the community and your version of the game and so on, go watch the first video I've made, because I pretty much explain everything. But this is not you just make a different folder and basically copy your game, so you don't do anything with your original version of the game, so you don't change anything. It doesn't affect online play or anything. This is only for playing with your friends or playing just for yourself. But I wanted to show you guys his two of the three decks that he gave me, and they're actually pretty well made as well. It looks like the mirror match, and it sort of is, except that both are Junt, but Sarkhan's Madness is kind of a dragon deck, and Eldrazi Swarm is like an Eldrazi deck, but I think it doesn't have all the Eldrazi creatures, but it just like the Eldrazi spawn, so to speak. Very interesting deck. All right. Let's see. Dragon Broodmother. It's an insane card. It's 6 cost here. It has flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 red and green dragon token with flying and devour 2 onto the battlefield. Sorry, that's pretty insane. Mox Emerald, of course. Harmonize. Draw 3 cards. All right, let's just keep it. And I'm gonna go get myself. I'm gonna go get myself a mountain, so I'm prepared for the Broodmother here. Some of these decks, especially the ones that are multicolored, reminds me a little bit of Mana Mastery, and there are some balancing issues. I don't think this deck is too OP. It's pretty decent, pretty well made, I would say, and I don't see any huge problem with the. Oh man, I forgot about the black mana. Okay, but I don't need it right now. Anyways, but some of the decks that you come across are just entirely OP because they are just vehicles for bringing insane cards into Magic 2013, kind of like Mana Mastery is. But other decks are just entirely too cool. So. Yeah, you get a lot of different kinds of things. Alright, got a swamp, got a Broodmate Dragon, which I'm able to drop in 2 turns. I got the Lava Lanche, which is also pretty awesome. So yeah, usually when we think about Junt decks, like some of the times, Junt decks are just the color combination. You see like the black, green, red. Awakening Zone. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrifice this creature, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. This is obviously to ramp. Plus, there are ways to utilize these Eldrazi spawn creatures as attackers. So, yeah. What is this? Koksho the Evening Star is a 6 cost dragon spirit, and with flying, when Kokusho the Evening Star dies, each opponent loses 5 life. You gain life equals to the life lost this way. Wow. Let's draw some more cards here. I know that I have to discard, but wow. Sprouting Thrynax. 3/3 lizard, and when it is put into graveyard from play, put 3 1/1 green sapling creature tokens into play. Okay, interesting. That works well with the Devour. Yeah. Another Harmonize? Insanity. Okay. I think I'm gonna just sack the Barden Blood and the Forest, because next turn I have enough mana to be able to. There it is, like an oil painting, looking at you all strange. It looks like a mix between a pig and a cow and a praying mantis. Praying cow pig mantis. Wait, what? Man, I like that. Okay, that's gonna be great in two-headed giant or freefall. Okay, that's nice. So I can cast my Kokushu the Evening Star next turn. This turn, though, I want the Broodmother dragon down so I can start swinging in. And you see, this deck is a little slow because it focuses on big creatures. You do have something like Sprout and Thrynax, and I believe you also have other smaller creatures. But still, I'm on turn 5 before I drop anything aside from the Mox Emerald here. Is it actually made like human hair? Snakes? What is that? Anyways. Alright, he gets the second token there. And the good thing is that he's not able to block my dragons because they are flying, and he's not able to swing in, at the moment at least. But he does have 6 cards in hand, and he can drop 6 cost creatures now. 7 cost creatures now, if he sacks his spawn creatures here. So that's pretty interesting as well. Yeah, Lavalanche is gonna be huge. So this guy here, when Dread Drone enters the battlefield, put 2/0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens onto the battlefield. They have sacrificed this creature, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. It's a 4/1. So also a ramp creature. You have a lot of these creatures that give you Eldrazi spawn tokens. And if you can in some way buff them across the board, they will be a huge pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. It would be great in conjunction with this this gal here. Yeah. I think what could be cool here is to drop the Dragon Broodmother or the Sprout and Thrynax first, maybe, and then the Broodmother have her children eat this guy, and the next turn the next dragon would eat all 3 guys and become huge. Violent Ultimatum. Yeah, that's not bad either. Anyways, let's swing in to begin with. And I think actually if I just Lavalanche him for 4 and swing in, then next turn I'll be able to yeah, what's the purpose of that, you dumbass? Good thing we don't have mana burn, because that would do extra damage to him. You are absolutely useless. Sometimes the AI is great with these new decks, sometimes it's completely wonky. Yeah, I like that card art, by the way, Evolving Wilds. This is much cooler than the card art in on the regular one. Very beautiful. Look, kind of looks like a Keikai Kotaki or Kotaku or Kotaki, I think. Keikai Kotaki. Keikai? I think. Yeah, painting, but it's not. It's Cliff Childs, who's also a great artist, obviously. Consuming Vapors. All right, so that kind of fucked my plan right there. And he gets the other. Actually, let me drop the Sprouting Thrynax. Yeah. Put this down. Flying Haste. If he did have 8 life, if he didn't gain life, I could have just dropped the Rorix here and just swung in, but nope. It's never that easy now, is it? Could also have dropped the Kokusho the Evening Star, which would have kind of balanced out the life gain. But I would much rather have this guy down. This guy is small, which means that he only gains 3 life. And I get creatures in return, so not that bad actually. Not that bad. What do you have for me? He can drop, at this point he can drop 9 cost creatures, which is usually not something that's very significant in in most matchups, but against an Eldrazi deck, I'm not entirely sure whether or not he plays with any, or there's any actual Eldrazi's in that deck. I know that that Harbinger, okay, it's not really that significant now, is it? I know that Harbinger made an Eldrazi deck that he sent to me as well. But that was an entirely colorless deck. Okay, alright. Let's swing in. Go, do a bit of damage, and I think just for the fun of it, I'm gonna drop the Broodmother. I'm not sure if he's running any removal. I could have fucking killed him. Actually, yeah, I could have killed him just exactly. Okay. Either way, I get to try out the whole Broodmother deal, which is pretty decent. I guess I get a 7/7 if I sacrifice all those tokens. Get a 9/9 if I sacrifice the Broodmate Dragon as well, but why would I do that? Yeah. Eat, eat, eat. Finish. Wait. Each upkeep? Are you absolutely serious? I thought it was only my upkeep. Now that is insane. Wow. What a beast. What a beast. Okay, you have to do something pretty significant this turn, because if you don't, you're just toast. Toasty toast. Dragon spirit. Oh, that's why he chose to put it in, because it's a dragon spirit. Obviously the Sprout and Thrinax are here for the devour creatures, such as these little guys. Alright, it's almost as if the AI doesn't want to. It's kind of like trolling me. It's not too cool about being put in a situation with impending doom. Well, let's go out with a bang. It's a 6/5/2, man. That's fucking nuts. Okay, so 21 points of damage. Anyways, yeah, I know this video might not be that interesting. I'm playing against the AI, but I still hope you enjoyed it. What is interesting is the decks that these guys create, and Harbinger again. I think I put his name in the description of this video. Is definitely a pretty interesting guy. If I think. To make it easy for myself, if you guys want to get in contact with him, he's on the Duels of the Planeswalker forum, on Wizards community forums, and if you go there, and if you want him to kind of introduce this thing to you, you can go to the Wizards community forum, find him, and just write him a private message. Don't spam him. Don't go there just to get your frustrations out of the way because you lost a match to somebody who was hacking. What Harbinger and the other guys do is benign. They're not in it for cheating. It's not in. They're not in it for hacking or making problems for the community. They're just good guys that want to expand the Duels of the Planeswalkers experience. And he's obviously he came to me because he thought that I could kind of spread the message in a way, and I felt that it was a good cause because from my end, I've been thinking about modding and so on in the same terms of hacking and cheating when it comes to Magic the Gathering or Magic 2013. And there's a very good reason for that because I have experience. I even have a video showing a guy who did it, not with great results from not with great success because I still beat him, but still um, there are players out there that just want to cheat their way into victories, which is pretty silly in my opinion. But this is way more benign. It's just expanding the game experience. And if this is not for you, then no worries. Why should it be? It's not gonna affect you anyway. But if you think that if you have like a group of friends, or if you know somebody and you guys think it would be cool to play more decks in this setting, then this is a great way to get into it by contacting Harbinger, and he can introduce you guys to the different sites which would help you out, and perhaps share some decks with you and so on. And you're at least as far as I know from what he's told me, you're able to play against your friends as long as they have the same files installed, and that's pretty cool. Being able to play with new decks, like I showed you, like some of the decks don't work, but most of the decks work, and there are about 80 something decks on this version of Magic 2013 on my computer right now. So that in itself is pretty spectacular, and anybody who's played the game knows how long time you spend unlocking and learning to play with the different decks. And when you have suddenly just not just double but way more decks, like at least 40 more decks which are playable and good, that just makes it's almost too much goodness to be able to accept. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And yeah, aside from that, again, thanks for watching. Later.